team that maybe thought that their quarterback was dead in the water, maybe.
I'm telling you, high knees fix anything.
Parker, you know what I'm talking about out there?
No, I have no clue.
Mr. Unlimited? Danger Russ? Guys,
The Danger Witch. The Danger Witch.
Guys,
your boy.
The Broncos have won 4 in a row. They were 1-5, are now 5-5. Are they going to mess around and make the playoffs?
Yeah, so they're on the longest current win streak in the NFL right now. And it's funny because, speaking of the Jets, Nathaniel Hackett was, there was a beef between him and the head coach for the Broncos, Sean Payton. So Sean Payton comes in, shits all over Nathaniel Hackett. Obviously, it looks as if Hackett just can't hack it. And Sean Payton's on the other side laughing. He talked his shit, and now he's kind of backing it up as well.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is that would you have thought after the Broncos gave up 70 points?
Yeah.
70 points
to the Dolphins
since that game and barely beating the Chicago Bears.
And they made no moves.
Losing to the Jets.
Well, no, they traded people, which is crazier.
Yeah.
Which is even crazier. This wasn't like they gave up 70, got players back where they traded.
They got rid of Randy Gregory and Frank Clark.
They traded like some of their better players on that defense and just let like young guys go in there. And I guess they're just super hungry going out there trying to put on for the city.
Yeah.
And here's this. Since that loss to the Jets at home, they held the Chiefs to 19, the Packers to 17, Kansas City again to 9, Buffalo to 22, and now the Vikings to 20. They have now become one of the best defenses, and they're taking away the football. And during this 4-game win streak, Russell Wilson has 7 touchdown passes.
0
interceptions. I know they might say the yardage is down, but he's led now 2 straight weeks of game-winning drives. Wild. Like, seriously, now they play the Cleveland Browns in Denver. And I can't tell you how hard I'm rooting for Denver.
Joe Flacco's going back to Denver next week.
He's not starting that game.
He's still going back.
I do want we're giving Russ a lot of credit right now. Cortland Sutton is making some of the most insane catches I've ever seen. That game-winning touchdown last night was insane. And then the week before, he had that toe drag that was just ridiculous. So
5 straight games with a touchdown.
Cortland Sutton's putting on for the city. I've said putting on for the city twice in 5 minutes.
Put it on for my city.
So if you're going to take this, then we're to switch gears. Then Broncos are now, they're right in the thick of it. Guys, who do you trust more? And this might sound like a weird question because who would have thought this a month ago? Just came to my mind. Who do you trust more? The Denver Broncos or the Miami Dolphins?
Denver Broncos.
Oh, damn! I didn't even have to think of that.
Because the Denver Broncos beat the Miami Dolphins in the playoffs. Like, this happens right now. The Broncos win.
This is the wild thing to me. Can we imagine that this was not going to be a discussion, but the Dolphins survived against the Raiders? I know that they're playing better and they're inspired, and we're buying. I mean, Park, you brought up Antonio Pierce. He's got the boys fired up. But the Raiders almost went to Miami and won, and now Miami, after the Raiders lost, has still not beaten a team that's over 500.
Yeah, that's why they barely beat the Raiders, because they were 5-5. It was just too close.
All right, what do you guys think? Denver or Miami? Who are you taking?
I mean, I got to go Miami just with the offense, but I don't feel good about it, which is weird. Like you said, it's a harder question than it should be.
Yeah, it feels gross. It's definitely the Dolphins.
Well,
but the Dolphins have not beaten a team over 500, correct?
Yeah,
that is correct.
That's still the case, right?
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
So they could beat Denver. Denver's 500.
So, but here's my thing: if they play again, Denver, literally last time they played them, had 70 hung on them. Do you understand? I just feel like
that's what I'm saying, which is nuts.
Yeah, it's nuts, and that's why I think is part of the reason I'm so in on Denver is I think that there would be that extra chip on their shoulder throughout that entire week of we need to go prove that that's not who we are.
I always think of it, if I have to put money on it,
if you have to,
it's Miami. Like that's where if there's if that's my confidence level.
Okay,
now
well,
if I'm throwing like shot in the dark
played?
money line, then yeah, sure.
Mile high.
If it's in Mile High, give me Denver -7.5.
Oh Jesus!
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, let's calm
All
down
right,
there.
now we can move on.
Yeah, seriously. And in these wins, by the way, for the Broncos, minus they beat the Chiefs by 15. Their last 2 wins, actually, 3 of the last 4 wins have been by a combined. Oh, let me do the math. 5 points.
Dang, they didn't even cover the 7.5 there.
5 points in 3 of the last 4 wins. Their biggest margin of victory was against the Chiefs. They won by 15.
Okay, so maybe they'd win by like 3.5. I'll take it.
They might.